5 series. Whoever wins 3. Without further ado, let's start game 1.
Cleveland. No.
I'm
With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our side to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron.
Black Falcon. I mean, he was also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And that one's good. Green's got his first 2 points.
And that's that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton.
He's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can switch to the basket to get that up and in.
Cleveland Cavaliers pushing it up now. Thompson with the ball. Here's James. Down it goes, jamming that
Rebound, but then
Greg, you're right. Once he gets his hands.
That's exactly why it's just like he certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense. Can't count on him to continue.
It looks like that.
2.
No question, he got shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't.
Nice to see both. Just glad to see him at full.
You know, Bogan thought he might be.
Kevin, luckily for his team, though, he worked as strong as
And a clear. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Early on last year, it was candidate.
And I thought very deserving. You could elevated his play in terms of the season ago, and that's one reason why being the MVP.
It's
9 times out of 10. That's an easy layup for him.
Missed by Thompson.
He played the fewest minutes by an MVP streaks, mostly because quarters.
4 from point range. Read
the basketball and then make the defense.
The Warriors have gone. That's good.
Well, you know.
And with Curry, AP, there was some was the to see.
Oh!
How about that,
Amazing.
His grill.
Out of bounds. Will take possession. The Cavaliers trail by 7. It's offline.
Very insane.
Serious game taking place here. Doubts, partner. Those are the.
And I think they're outside shooting.
He's been one of the viable options today, guys.
And it's Delva to
start this game.
Yeah, Sensationals are really for Greg. They're tearing it. Great job.
59 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Curry. And the Warriors get it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the
Makes the shot. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Just not enough bodies to pay for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort.
How does it even go in? He pulled. Wide open look for Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. It's great. Curry's got it. Now. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers. It's
hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Then knock it out of play. The defense better not.
Player within the gym range. He told us about
5, 6 feet outside that three-point line. If I have a dribble, or if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must it? Tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is probably I don't think there's argument. He's the best shooter in the world, shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times, brother, to let her rip.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter. As second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heat.
The offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. Smith's checked in for Cleveland.
Deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get for him, and Golden State's perfect for
the drive by James. Off the right side of the rim.
Now that's how you pick active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
The second going to the line for one more.
Plays like board, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the
Bush with the steal. Now the left side. And a rebound goes.
Have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
More easier than that.
Warriors leading by 9. And here we go. Iguodala. And he gets it to go. Iguodala
Really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now rhythm.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. I've swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And DePaul comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressive. Don't think things are just going to get worse from here. No denying that injuries were LeBron James was otherworldly after then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals. Now that's finishing.
What if he's got a few more of those this and further?
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably lose here.
Thompson's checked in. Kevin Love's jumper is coming in for LeBron. Curry, good.
And would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals. And surely they'll selfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of...
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Them fighting for every loose ball.
There's Green. And the rejection by Love. Good over. Second chance shot falls. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And the rebound and the pretty and determined with the soft touch.
Tom Smith leading the fast break. His 5th miss.
He's going to want to remember just not really able to score the basketball.
And that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to...
Warriors leading by 15. Thompson with the rebound.
And last season was one where to a bench role didn't let the move bother him off the bench.
Alfred Thompson, he was great off the some. Clark's 6th man of the year consideration.
He played in his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting the...
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. And it's Barnes in for Ian Clark. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Irving's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. A minute 42 left to play. Here's the bucket. Is Green. Finishes it off.
Almost be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And that
much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot.
And Draymond Green. Green's got 6 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers from long range. But they recover. Free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. No good on the free.
Thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offense, despite playing less than 27 minutes with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic motor and nose for the glass.
And Green gets it to go.
And now he's taking a solid opening in the
for 3. The shot misses. Great D. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best. High praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson, if he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're...
Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. The Cavaliers trail by 15. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pull it in. Now the Warrior Barnes on the assist by Livingston.
Boy, such outstanding patience.
Their ball movement has been outstanding. And they're...
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
How he capped that that one out, almost like the one.
Dollar, a really good example of his passing ability.
Mazdov
With a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your...
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
And so we conclude the first half. Warrior.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care of the basketball. What kind of work has this team put in, making sure everyone is doing their best to limit those turnovers?
I mean, you look at film, but it's just about in-game situations.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Half. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 23 points, 6. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first
Three-point bomb so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate.
is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get in.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Here's Thompson, stolen by Thompson. Barnes with it. Shoots. The Cavaliers pull it in. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot's good from Smith.
Great idea, position 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Curry. Curry with another miss.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. Verse 4.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work. They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
And if you're just joining us, we'll play it over a minute here in the third.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. Not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And here's LeBron outside. Whistle blown. Travel. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. The whole way. How does it even go in? He pulls it. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That one wide left.
I didn't see that miss coming. Money from that range.
A second chance effort. Thompson misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mazzilli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Rush in for 3. Love. And the officials call it traveling violation.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could go south on them. And south.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he's up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And also, don't discount it. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Oh, how about that, Kevin? What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. LeBron drives in. Green with the block. And here to the hoop. That drops. Thompson's got 6.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Some changes for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Villiers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Kept alive. Thompson dishes to Green. Shumpert with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 21. James wide open. No good again that time. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some weren't falling, but the defense always showed up. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Last season, Draymond the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Spates checked in for Ezeli. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Take a look at what Irving's done. And he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total. And I really have always felt Draymond Green was players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basket. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor. Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Free throw good. James. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Warriors. No good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 19 feet. And that one hits back iron.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
And another miss by Cleveland.
He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks. A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And the ball goes out of bounds. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That's going to be over and to the line that time. And the Cavaliers with possession here. And here is LeBron from deep. And no good trying to get that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Warriors on top. Ending the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we're back in just a moment. Get ready for the... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting our show. So on the floor for Cleveland. Kevin Love out there with Thompson in at the 2 spot. Well, the Cavaliers should not one of their better showings. Good.
Establishes his post position inside before.
Myers, high post, and Thompson. And now the Cavaliers coming off the assist from Thompson. 14 point.
Perfect sequence at both ends of the floor. And recover it for the...
Thompson's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Cavaliers trail by 19. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Rebounds tonight.
And putting in the work, and it's paying off.
Right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one.
Well, his effort has never been marked. He is an incredible...
Out of bounds, Cleveland Green. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala.
Go.
Timeout. Nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes. Clark moved into the starting
system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but with the ball on the move, that's his game. He's put up in this period.
And an air ball. Warriors leading by 14. Out of bounds. Last
going. That is a brutal turnover.
Golden State takes possession. Irving's checked in for Matthew. State's gone ice cold from three-point land. Start of the final quarter.
Yeah, on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that maybe he was trying to knock a bird scoreboard.
I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no bird.
Thus far, but his team has been able to pick up and find a way to get it done here.
Second foul of the game.
And really just a great play and take the charge.
Heads up there, reading the play and
in for Iman Shumpert.
He just punishes you on the back.
To say about LeBron James, Clark, incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career, he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency.
His shot is off.
No other way to put it. Just luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that.
LeBron's consistency. It's not just a physical. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear armor just never seems to be penetrated.
And now live.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team and keep them down. We've got them exactly. Slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
The Cavaliers trail by 12.
You know, the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 38, and last year down to 35. Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition to it. It's down the floor.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game, one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always to force of will.
Here's Thompson, and he takes.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel
in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offense. Ever give up on a play.
And this is why you need good defenders.
Making every shot a hard one, even the shot
bounds. That one is off Smith.
That is just a careless turnover.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got a shot. know how good his range is. He shouldn't be.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going.
This one, it's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean,
yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out and heel, and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate in the break.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on.
With a very clear winner, leaving nothing for the Warriors.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent.
A fantastic show. Around game it was for Stephen Curry. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was a surprise.
And Thompson sends it back. But rebound. Tries yet again. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. To play in the final quarter. Irving. And it doesn't even draw iron.
In that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebound boards. And that's what's given them control of this game.
One's drained from the low block.
And he's been patty needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got.
Irving against Curry. Coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go.
Attack there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
In for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
And he's clearly just disappeared with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Drive by James. Looking to get the Warriors to.
Congratulations on this win.
Post-game show.
Come back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet letting Curry. Just a monster first quarter of the game.